Jim, we're looking forward to you being back on the road with AEW, doing what you do best. I can just feel your spirits are lifted. It feels like you're feeling a little better. You're at least sounding a little better, and I'm
Yeah.
excited for you to get all this dialed in. In the meantime, support the brand that supports JR, AEWTIX.com. And one of the major players in the All Elite Wrestling program these days is a fellow named Christian. And the man behind that name, Jay Resso, is 50 today as you're listening to this.
Wow.
Today
That's
is
something.
his birthday. And I got to tell you, Jim, I think, and I don't think I'm alone in this, as far as his character work goes and me being excited when he's on TV, I think he's doing his best work right now. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, it is amazing. I'm happy for Jay. Golly, he's had a very unique journey with some interruptions. He was the underachiever. He was, oh yeah, that's Edge's partner.
Man.
My thumb. You know what I mean? That's he didn't. He had a hard time building his own identity, and I think probably uh, going to TNA helped him as much as anything because he got a chance to be in the spotlight and work in main event slots on television to see how he would deliver, and he delivered well. Then he was gone for a long time,
Yes.
and I just I cannot wait to hear his promos.
Yes.
I said on the look, he's the hell of a worker. Don't get me wrong, but bottom line of that is his attraction to me is his verbal skills,
Yes.
which I think are incredible. And you can tell he's given a lot of thought to what he's going to say, or how long he's going to talk, or all these little criteria that come floating in on a when you're producing something live. So he's I don't know of anybody that's had this big a leap to more success at that age. I'm sure there's somebody out there, somebody's
Yes.
gonna. But bottom line is, it's pretty.
It's special.
It is special, and look, folks, this don't happen all the time.
That's right.
You can't look at the calendar and say, well, who's the next guy that turns 50 that's going to be a big star? I don't know. You tell me. So I'm all for Christian. I'm all for Jay Resso, and I see him. He's very introspective, as you can tell by the expression on his face most of the time. He looks like he's constipated. His face is, kind of, it's not let's talk face, or his face usually is like, let's leave me alone.
Yeah.
Because he's engrossed in something that's in his head that he's got to do on the TV show. So I really am proud of what he's doing. I think we're way away from seeing the best of Jay Resso, aka Christian, that we will see. And the great thing about AEW is the fact that they got this great schedule. I mean, come on, he's on one show in a week, right?
Yep. Not
So
bad.
and he lives in a hub where he can catch flights, and he lives in Tampa, I think, or somewhere in that neighborhood, maybe Orlando. Hell, I don't know, somewhere down in Florida where he can fly easily.
Right.
So the schedule's manageable. I think he needs to work on his wardrobe.
Oh, I love it. I think that's part of one of my favorite things that he's
I'm-
wrestling in a cutoff turtleneck. I think is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'm just being bullshitting.
By the way, I'm glad you gave him his props as a promo because we've known that he's been entertaining. Wait, I mean, we're going to cover his WWE career here today, but we saw so many great segments with him and Edge as a tag team, and we saw a lot of their comedic chops.
Yeah.
But to be able to turn it on and make it serious, I think he's one of the few guys who does both really well. Like Kurt Angle could do both really well, and The Rock could do both really well, but The Rock always sort of skews more comedy. And that's not the case with Christian. I think Christian has really come into his own here in AEW. I absolutely love what he's doing. And you can always watch great matches on AEW. You can always count on Tony Khan to put together great matches.
No
But
doubt.
when it comes to the promo and making me care about the story in the match, like Tony's fabulous about putting together first time ever, these dream matches. Like I'll never forget, the first Arthur Ashe thing with Kenny Omega and Bryan Danielson. I was pumped for that match.
Yeah.
But the story is usually what hooks me, and everything Christian does has been really, really well done. And it makes me want to ask you about Wrestler Prime. Somebody that you and I are friends with, I probably shouldn't say their name, told me once that Wrestler Prime in their mind was like 39 to like 43. And he cited all these great examples of Ric Flair and Terry Funk and a whole host of others who
Yeah.
he felt like did their best work in those handful of years. Now we know Christian at one time didn't think he'd be able to wrestle again, and he had some time off there. So
Yeah.
maybe we could backtrack a little bit, but do you think there is such a thing as Wrestler Prime? Not in terms of just in ring, but really putting the whole presentation together with the character work and the promos and all that. Is there a Wrestler Prime to you?
Not really.
Okay.
Not really. I mean, so Christian's the exception. He's 50. He's doing his best
Yeah.
work in his entire career ever.
Yes.
He's never been close in this role. The role meaning a leader of a little group, working singles matches and things of that nature. He's just he's at his best right now. And this ain't bodybuilding. Not the fact that he's not in shape. He's in great shape.
Yes.
He has great stamina and endurance, and he's a veteran. He could pace the match and dictate where it's headed. He can call the plays in his matches.
Yes.
And Bill Watts told me once a long time ago, he told me a lot of things, God bless him, that, one of his sayings, athletic big men sell tickets.
Mm.
The other thing is, God damn it, this is a side effect of this medicine. I'll come back to it. But nonetheless, what else did he tell me? I had it. It was good. I'll think about it. I'll think about it and blurt it out like what do you call those guys that just all of a sudden they blurt out things?
Tourette's.
Yeah. I'll have Tourette's here in a few minutes.